Good evening, everybody. It is the 18th of February, and the market recently has been volatile. Just a notion about that before we go into the main topic, that is DoggyDAO on Shibaswap. So, it is nothing new that there are these ups and downs. Yet, in my perspective, if you see the big picture and the trend of continuously growing SHIB holders, at least SHIB economy is in continuous bullish terms. And by the way, I think it is kind of a term of the past to say that there is PRR bullet market. More people heard of it every day, so they can do their research and then choose whether to participate and when. The earlier they know about it, the better timing people tend to do. Don't get me wrong, this is built by people for people, and now we get to the next major shift towards decentralized autonomous organization. Just a quick tip of toe to the history, beginning from the early 2021. If you have been along following these videos, you know the kind of process that Shiba economy has gone through. And now we have come to this point where the whole SHIB economy shifts towards autonomous organization, all happening on that decentralized ethos. When Shibaswap launched with the liquidity event, back then I staked leashes, even some bones, for a few days, and then I dug bone and Ethereum, lease and Ethereum pairs mainly, for a month or two, and as a reward I got a bunch of bones. Here are the liquidity pools. I got this amount of bones. 67% of the bones are locked for a half year, but already now all of the bones are unlocked and woofable here. I haven't woofed them yet. Up until now, the Shiba team decided, well, together with the influence of people, which pairs have been available here. And they have decided how the bone rewards have been distributed. In other words, the allocation percentage out of the 100%, that is all the bone rewards given for those who are providing liquidity in Shibaswap or staking. So, up until now, it has been more of an organized decisions by the team, but now we shift towards that completely autonomy, where it is people and actually bone holders who get to vote how much each pair is allocated those rewards. The more votes, the more allocation, in other words, bone rewards, that pair will provide for those who locked in their investments for liquidity providing. So who dig the pair. We know, and as I recommend to read the official announcement at blog.shibaswap.com, if I woof these bones here from the liquidity rewards and then stake them, in other words, bury them, I will be given the receipt of T-bones, and those T-bones are capable of voting rights. And from Shibaswap, you can now simply go to the DoggyDAO, that is in the midst of it, and there you will see the ongoing DoggyDAO voting. And here your staked bones, in other words buried bones, are your voting rights. Towards the other major announcement that I have been so long anticipating. I actually, just recently, during the past few days and last week, I thought about this. Ever since Shiboshis were minted, we kind of anticipated the utility, the increasing utility for Shiboshi NFT holders, and now, according to the announcement, here, furthermore, here are the 50% of the so-called locked pairs, which remain unchangeable, and the other 50% is decided by the community through the DoggyDAO system. So here, as you see, the huge addition Shiboshi utility. Now Shiboshi NFT holders get to earn passive income. And by the way, I have had tens of different NFT projects on top of my eye corner, and this gives huge advantage for Shiboshis for earning bones, great utility. And I can't think of any other similar NFT project that would have so good upside and near future advancements and developments of the utility. So, that being said, congratulations for all Shiboshi holders. I have to admit that, a month ago, I was kind of worried because so many people sold out their Shiboshis way below the floor price. And, I tried to do, as an example of dime holder of Shiboshis, I have maintained my amount of Shiboshis, and I actually have increased it by a few since the mint happened. Furthermore, here are the 50% of the so-called locked pairs, which remain unchangeable, and the other 50% is decided by the community through the DoggyDAO system. So here, as you see, the huge addition Shiboshi utility. Now Shiboshi NFT holders get to earn passive income. Again, congratulations for everybody who have been holding over these past 4 or 5 months our beloved Shiboshis. It seems that there are so many other NFT communities popping up there, but I have not reduced my admiration for these pixelated Shiboshis not an inch. Old school, that is, the most minimalistic 3D level there is in terms of that art. All 10,000 Shiboshi holders who are staking their Shiboshis. And this is huge because there are no more than that. So I would say 5% is very effective. Therefore, the more Shiboshis you have, the more you earn, and you can do your calculations. I'm expecting this to be really considerable amount. And by the way, I have tried my best to be just exemplifying that there are big things coming for Shiboshis. The outlook of Shiboshis just brings me mind that this artwork would work in the most first devices there were with screens. And there is that kind of positive old school nostalgia, I would say. The simpler you can make matters, the the smoother life tends to be, right? Huh? Anyway, there is every Shiboshi for every taste. Take a look. It is amazing, amazingly varied collection of 10,000 Shiboshis. We went through this, and more about this is yet to come. Stay tuned. Read the blog. I will, add more nuances and details about these changes that are coming into effect. Like you see, there are mechanisms that will keep everything safe. And, the major takeaway is that now the utility of Shibaswap is truly in the hands of community. Basically, you are able to start a project, make it legit, make it a real use case for it, and then you are able to make the funding happen through Shibaswap. And this is truly the next evolution. How the future organizations are going to build up the community together with people and even, develop further in the most, most scalable and the most potential way to let anyone participate and gather up the talents of people together. All this makes it possible. And this is truly how I see that many organizations are going to shift towards this kind of development ethos really from the beginning. Unlike ever before, this unlocks so much potential that we will see in the coming years. Stay long, see the big picture. We are all early. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to come. Stay tuned. Woof.